Whew. I want to keep this with the red. I kind of could go with the red. I ain't gonna lie. It pretty much works here. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome one, welcome all. Wild Card Weekend continues once again. Back at it this time for the Sunday games for Wild Card Weekend. And we start off this game here with the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to be honest, I expect Tampa to win this game decisively. I expect Brady to be great. I expect the offense to show up. However, I'm also hopeful that the Eagles will make this competitive. You know, Jalen Hurts has had a hell of a season, second year coming out here doing what he's doing. And I don't expect him to be able to outplay Brady and get the win here. But if he could show some, for his first ever playoff game, if he can show some of the maturity and some of the improvements he's made throughout the season in this game, it will go a long way for Philadelphia as a football team moving forward. So I want to see what Hurts is going to bring to the table here. I want to see what their offense is going to bring to the table here. Honestly, it's going to be tough anyway for them because they're missing a bunch of players for the Bucs. But still, this is Brady. Brady's done this before, so I'm not going to be shocked if the Bucs are able to get it done. I think it's going to be much closer. I'm hopeful that we can get a similar situation to what we saw last year in the wildcard round, in which Washington pushed the Bucs to the brink and almost beat them. I'm hopeful we can get that here, but if we don't, then I guess the Bucs will take over. But I still think either way, the Bucs are getting this victory and moving on to the divisional round. So Philly won the toss first. They're going to kick it off here to Tampa Bay. So the Bucs offense will come on the field first, and they will start off this game here. And there comes the man himself, Tom Brady, who's been in a billion playoff games, has won so many damn rings. He knows what he's doing. This is basically routine for him. Nothing different. Business as usual for him. Am I going to stream the Steelers game? Probably. Depending. I mean, obviously, I'm probably going to be here for the Steelers game. But with the way I'm feeling, man, if the Chiefs blow out the Steelers, that's going to be a real quick stream. And I hope they do. 1st and 10 here for the Bucs. Brady is under center here. Going to start this off by handing the ball off and right up the gut. It's a 17-yard gain to start off the drive. That was a beautiful run to start off the game for Vaughn, who's going to have to be playing because we know they're missing several players, one being Fournette. But once again, 1st and 10 here for the Bucs. Brady's going to take the snap. Quick throw. Oh, wow. You got to be able to make that catch. You got to be able to make that catch. You have to make that catch. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 here for the Bucs. Brady's taking the snap here on 2nd down. Quick throws. Fires. Incomplete. Looking for Perriman once again. Nothing there. Here comes a 3rd and long situation. Wait, there's a flag on the play. First flag of the game. What's this about? Dang, Brady got hit? Brady got hit? Let me take a look at this. Oh, yeah, that's routine. That's a low hit way after the ball is thrown. That is routine. That will count as a penalty. They call those penalties all the time. They call those type of plays all the time, even though I don't like them. Because, again, how the hell is a defender supposed to stop his momentum? But, hey, what do we know? So 1st and 10 here. Inside of Philadelphia's territory. Gonna hand this off on the draw play. Picks up a couple yards. 2nd down here for the Bucs. What's going on, man? I'm doing good, Cody. Tampa winning this game. I am. I expect Tampa to win this game. Would not be surprised if, they win it decisively. I believe they're going to win either way. How you doing, Devil's Ace? I'm doing good, man. Just managing, hanging on here. 2nd and 6. Brady throws over the middle. It's tipped and almost picked off of the hands of his receivers. So right off the bat, Brady's trying to go to his receivers, and nothing is coming of it. Oh, my God. These receivers got to catch the ball. You've got to catch the ball. And now the Bucs have a player down. This might actually be a little bit tougher than I thought for the Bucs. But either way, I still see the Bucs winning this. But first injury of the game. Hopefully it's the last. I hate injuries. It's the worst part of the game. You just have to deal with injuries. Nobody wants to have to deal with injuries. It's unfortunate, but it is part of the game. It is something that, shows up. That's just how it is. Are you ready for Jerry's World? I'm ready. I'm ready for that Cowboys game. Honestly, I'm going to bring all the energy for that Cowboys game. And then the final game for Sunday night, I do not know how much I'm going to have left for that. But either way, Bucs are going to have their work cut out for them here. This is not going to be an easy game for them. I still think Bucs are going to win, but not going to be easy. Like, I expect the Eagles to test them, especially with all the injuries the Bucs have right now. They're going to be tested today. They're going to be tested today, and it's going to come down to their other guys executing. So when you're missing your main receivers, how is guys like Perriman going to respond? When you don't have Fournette out there, how's the running game going to look? You need your other guys to be able to produce. If they're not able to produce, the Bucs will be in trouble. There's only so much you can expect Brady to do on his own here. The receivers are going to have to show up and put up a performance. If they're not able to contribute and be productive, Bucs could find themselves. They could find themselves in trouble. They could find themselves in serious trouble. So we'll see. Either way, we will see how this game moves forward. Really, I gotta see how this Bucs offense really is gonna function today, because I think it really comes down to that. I'm looking at, with them dealing with these injuries, how much can they overcome and how badly have they fallen as a whole due to these injuries? Because when you look at the injuries, you just think about it. How bad is it? How bad do you think these injuries are actually affecting the Bucs? Because missing their main guys is going to hurt. Tonight, we'll lock in 3 of the divisional games, including one of my Tennessee Titans will play the Cincinnati Bengals or the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, it should be interesting. So 3rd down and 6 here. Who's the go-to guy here on 3rd down for Brady? Early start here. Brady's going to take the snap. Pressure's coming from the right. He's going to step up. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Evans, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. That is what you need. Considering he's one of the only people that's healthy on this offense, I expect Mike Evans to play a huge role here in this game. So 1st and 10 here. Brady's taking a snap. Quick throw here to Evans again. Evans going to pick up maybe 1 or 2 yards here on this play. 2nd down here coming up for the Buccaneers. Man, they have lost a lot of people. They have lost a lot of people. It has not been good for them. 2nd and 8. Brady takes a snap, steps up, throws over the middle. It is caught. They're going to give him the catch. Bernard makes the catch. It's going to be 3rd down and short here for the Bucs. 3rd down and 2 coming up here. Brady, quick toss, makes the catch. First down, and they're moving the chains once again. They're already in field goal range. They're looking like they're at. Why you don't stream? I did. The Patriots and the Bills. I was here for that yesterday. I did stream that. We were making jokes. The Patriots and Bills. I was here for that last night. We were making jokes about the stream. No, you and your sister almost swear we're getting. Yeah, because there's no way the Steelers are gonna beat the Chiefs. They could try, but they're not beating the Chiefs. Like they're not. Kansas City's not falling to that Steelers team. 1st and 10 here. Empty backfield. Brady takes a snap, looks, throws, gets the catch. Howard picks up a couple yards. 2nd down here. Yeah, that was pretty much more of a Q&A. It was pretty much more of a Q&A, but we were still streaming because like we were talking about the game, but at the same time it was a Q&A. There was not much to talk about. They were blowing them out. Every single time the Bills touched the football, it was a touchdown. So we were just watching this saying, it's pathetic. Let's turn this into a Q&A. Which, yeah, I streamed last night for the Patriots and Bills game. 2nd and 7 here for the Bucs. Brady's going to take the snap, quick throw. Gonna pick up yet another first down, 1st and goal here for the Bucs. Excuse me. That's a big injury for the Bucs. Yeah, they're losing offensive linemen. That's just not good for them. They can't afford to lose any more players. Like they've lost quite the amount of offensive players over the last several weeks, and it's got to be affecting their offense as a whole. But still, Brady is Brady. Josh Allen or Joe Burrow? I'm taking Josh Allen. At the end of the day, Josh Allen is more accomplished right now. Joe Burrow has done a fantastic job taking this team to the playoffs, but did you just see Josh Allen throw 5 touchdowns against a Bill Belichick defense in the postseason? I'm giving it to Josh Allen. That's not a debate. Your thoughts on the Bengals beating the Raiders? Congrats to them. They got their first playoff win in 31 years. Good up for them. Yeah, they have depth at O-line, but still, it's gonna have somewhat of an effect. Overall, on the offense, it's gonna have somewhat of an effect. They have depth, but when your starters go out, the starters are the ones that do the main performance. Obviously, there's gonna be somewhat of a drop off in production, but you'll still manage. That's why you have depth in the first place. But when you lose the starters that were there, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, penalties on the Raiders. It was unfortunate. They were undisciplined. It is what it is. That's their problem. They're at home now, so that's just how it's gonna be. 2nd and goal. They're going to run this up the gut. Did he get in? He is in. Touchdown, Bucs. And they proceed to go down the field on this opening drive and get themselves a touchdown. Well, that was a good block. That was a good block getting to space, giving them an opportunity right there to take it in. So now let's see how the Eagles are going to respond here on their opening drive. I'm not surprised. Bucs is my pick. So them going down the field on this opening drive and getting a touchdown, not surprised. Not surprised.
Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, strike first here today. There's the penalty on Derek Barnett. They lost Tristan Wirfs. But Tom Brady, they've still got 12. They've got 7. 7-0 Buccaneers.
But Tampa striking first here early in this game. Do you think the division winners will go 6-0 in the wild card round? Probably. The only one I could see losing is the Cowboys. Actually, no. The Cowboys and the Rams are the two teams I could see losing because their matchups the matchups are great. I can see the Niners beating the Cowboys. I can see the Cardinals beating the Rams. So I think those are the two where I could see divisional winners ending up losing, but we'll see. We'll see for the most part. But either way, we'll see what happens. In terms of that game, that Niners-Cowboys game, I expect it to be... It's going to be competitive. In my opinion, it's going to be competitive. It's going to be fun. Did you see that the ref crew in the Cincinnati-Las Vegas game are no longer working the playoffs? That's good for them. They screwed up so bad. So that's good for them. I'm an Eagles fan. Congratulations. Best of luck to your team today. But yeah, for me, I got... we'll just have to see how... We'll have to see how those other games go. Never say the names of the Colts. They lost the clowns called Jacksonville Jaguars. It happens. It is what it is. They're not the first ones to blow it. You know, sometimes it's any given Sunday, man. It's any given Sunday. Now, unfortunately for them, they choked at the worst possible moment where they had a chance to make the playoffs. But it happens to the best of us, I guess. It is what it is with the Colts. You know, just going to have to move on and get ready for the next season, pretty much. In terms of the quarterback situation, I don't even know how they personally feel about Carson Wentz. But that's something that has to be discussed. How do they feel about Carson Wentz? How do they see the whole Carson Wentz situation? It's unfortunate, but you just choke. Yeah, 2017 Ravens, you just choke. It happened. We choked to the Bengals. Sometimes teams just choke. Or, you know, you just don't come and play your best. We've choked before. We have choked before. In fact, funny enough, 2017, like we said again, we were down we were down 17-0 in that game against the terrible Bengals team. Then we had to pull off a comeback. We managed to get close, and at some point we were able to take the lead 27-24. All we had to do was make a stop on 4th and 12. We give up a touchdown. So yeah, we've choked before. But the Eagles are on the field. Here comes the offense, Jalen Hurts. How is Hurts going to perform in his first playoff game here? He has had a great season. He has progressed tremendously, and I cannot wait to see how he's going to perform here today. Here we go, 1st and 10. Gonna get it to Sanders. He's gonna pick up around 8 yards. 2nd down here for the Eagles. Eagles can really come up here and do some damage. Raiders should be pissed they lost by a touchdown, and that touchdown to Tyler Boyd should have never happened. I mean, Raiders, it is what it is with the refs, but, you know, again, if your offense plays better, you're not down in that game. So, also, you continue to hurt yourself with penalties. So that's just how it is. Did you hear Atlanta's trying to trade Calvin Ridley? If they are, well then, hey, let's see if a team's looking for him. Somebody could take him. 2nd and 3 here. Hurts, quick throw. It is caught. And a great tackle right there, making a stop. So it's going to be 3rd down and short here. That was a fantastic tackle. That was a great tackle. So here we go, 3rd down here, 3rd and short for the Eagles. Early on in this game, 3rd and short. Here we go, what you got? 3rd down and 2 here. Hurts tried to utilize the read option, and the defense blew it up. So 3 and out to start off the day for the Eagles. That is not exactly what you wanted to do. Will not lie. That was not what you wanted to do. See, sometimes that's the tough part about the playing the read option, because sometimes the quarterback may not read this the right way, and there are moments where he would want to keep it. That is a terrible punt. Holy crap, that is a terrible punt. Wow. That was an awful punt. 29-yard punt. A 29-yard punt. That was awful. That was awful. That was awful. That was awful. That was a horrible punt. What are you most looking forward to during the San Francisco 49ers versus Dallas Cowboys game? Is there a specific show you want to see there? Not really. I'm just going to be making jokes about this being on Nickelodeon. So that's just it. I don't have any moment I'm looking for. We're just going to be making jokes about this being on Nickelodeon. If you were a superhero, what would you work during the day? Um, Pretty much this. I wouldn't really change up what I do now. Just pretty much do this in the day and then be a superhero at night. But I mean, I wouldn't change up much of what I'm doing now. I'm not about to do this. And no, no, no. Obviously, the person who's winning that award is the quarterback of the losing team, because that's just how we're going to do things. I think Raider fans are fine with the loss despite the disappointment. At least they lost fighting, then lost getting obliterated like the Patriots. I mean, true, but at the same time, it's like, you kind of wanted to win the game. Nobody wants to go to the playoffs. And then, can you imagine anime? Anime is not a specific. What do you mean by can you imagine anime calling the Super Bowl? Like, what do you mean by anime calling the Super Bowl? You mean a certain anime or a certain series? Because anime is just a form of entertainment. There are different genres of anime, just like cartoons and music and stuff. Anime is not a specific thing. It's just a genre of entertainment. Like, if you talk about a certain anime or a certain character, I get it, but just anime in general, that's weird. I know where you're coming from, though. I still understand, but could I imagine that? Yeah, like, do you mean certain anime characters, like certain cartoon characters? Because, like, anime itself is just the whole aspect of entertainment, but it's not a specific character or a specific show. There's no show called the anime show. You mean, like, is there any specific anime characters I could see calling plays in the Super Bowl? No. No. Yeah, Pokemon, no. No. One Piece characters, hell no. Like, no. Like, just no. Couldn't see that happening. Especially, this is an American sport, and you think, nah. We could do that with cartoons, but nah. Couldn't have that happen with anime. It wouldn't make sense. Whoa, Jesus. The hell is this dude? Tom just looked weird in 1999. Like, bro, he just looked weird in 1999. One Piece would no. First of all, you have to get the voice actors to do that, and it would be in Japanese. So unless you're ready to read subtitles, no one's doing that. So yeah, you're not getting anime to talk about an American sport. If this was soccer, by all means, we can do that. But to have anime, you would have to get the voice actors of the One Piece. You get the One Piece voice actors who, by the way, speak Japanese. They would have to speak this in Japanese, and it would be subtitles. And considering most people that don't know about anime don't know what subtitles are for the most part, unless you are an international person, like you've seen French dubs, German dubs, like about subtitles. For the most part, you're not gonna get any One Piece voice actors to come and talk about American football. It just wouldn't happen. You can talk about American cartoons and cartoon characters doing that, but you're not gonna get Japanese voice actors to do something like this. 3rd and 3 over the middle. Oh my God, these drops are gonna kill Tampa Bay today. These drops are going to kill Tampa Bay. Another drop. Brady does not feel comfortable right now. The pressure's getting there, but most importantly, these receivers, some point got to make some of these plays here. And Brady's already pissed. How about Looney Tunes or Disney calling the games? I mean, I could see Disney characters calling the game, but yeah, sure, any Looney Tunes character probably could call the game, but I don't want to see that crap. I don't think anyone really wants to see that. We make jokes about that. Like, no one wants to see that. If it's a cartoon that's dealing with, like, if the Looney Tunes is to make an episode about football, by all means, sure, we'd watch. It'd be funny. We know what they'll do with that. But to see actual Looney Tune characters take this seriously and actually explain concepts and plays, no, you just don't do something like that. That's why the whole SpongeBob thing with the Nickelodeon thing was just so out of place. That's why it was a joke, but I couldn't see them doing that. Afro Samurai is so underrated. Yes, it is definitely underrated. It is definitely no cartoons, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding me. Unless it's a cartoon that deals with the specific sport, I do not believe you could just throw any cartoon up there that would be able to do this in a serious note. Unless you're getting I couldn't imagine any of the cartoons I was watching growing up trying to do this on a serious note. What do you think about the All-Pro teams? I was fine with it. I know a lot of people originally, when they saw that whole post that had one dude was just one person's post about who they believe was gonna be first team All-Pro, and they had Travis Kelce there. A bunch of people were talking about, oh, Mark Andrews got cheated out of that, and everyone was like, it's not the official one. Then the official one came out, and it was like, yeah, Mark Andrews is first team All-Pro. So, the All-Pros we have for the Ravens are Mark Andrews, Justin Tucker, and Devin Duvernay. So I was cool with that. That was the only three I think could make it at that point. Everyone else was either injured or didn't perform up to that status. So, yeah, I was fine with the All-Pro teams. And I believe All-Pro quarterback for the NFC is Aaron Rodgers. So that makes sense. I was fine with it. Jeffrey Simmons was robbed the first-team All-Pro. It's always tough because you're picking one person for first-team All-Pro, so it's always tough. So I think there's a lot of players you can sit back and say they got robbed, but it's always tough trying to deal with that type of situation. It's always difficult, but it is what it is. It's difficult to pick one person to be that All-Pro team, especially if it's that close. Somebody's going to feel like they got robbed at the end of the day. And that's just part of it, It is what it is. But right now, Brady does not feel comfortable. Artie, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? How you enjoying your day? I am feeling not the best, but we're going to truck through it. Bring the energy. Just know by the Steelers-Chiefs game, I'm going to be, out of it. I feel like A.J. Terrell over Trayvon Diggs. I'm sorry, based on the way Diggs played, meaning the interceptions, there was no way he was not going to get that spot. And the funny part about it is if you see how he performed in terms of coverage and giving up yards, he was not great at that. And a lot of people that look at him say, yeah, no, he shouldn't have gotten the spot he got. He's probably at one of the bottom spots in terms of coverage and yards. People just gave him that spot because he got the double-digit interceptions. And I do not deny that, but at the same time, he got double-digit interceptions. I'll take it. You think they care about yards nowadays with defensive players? They're going to utilize the read option here on first down with Jalen Hurts. He's going to pick up about 8. At this time, at this point, how many corners are you really going to sit back and get? Let me rephrase that. At this point, with the way the NFL is played today and with the way offense is played nowadays, how often are you going to get corners that are top 5 in coverage? How many legit corners can you say that about? Besides Ramsey for the most part, how many legit corners can you point to? Because Humphrey is an all-pro corner, but he still gives up hella yards. Though I will say he does great in coverage, he just doesn't get turnovers. In a league like this today, turnovers supersede anything. They supersede coverage. They supersede yards, definitely. They're going to roll Hurts out here on 2nd and 1. I don't know what that play was. Flag on the play. I don't know what that was. Diggs is the worst coverage cornerback in the league. Yeah, but he's got double-digit interceptions. And in the league that's focusing on the passing game and doesn't really give a damn about defenders making stops and they only focus on turnovers, like I said, Diggs is going to be seen as somebody amazing. Still, credit to getting double-digit interceptions, but, in a league like this today, they don't care if you're a cornerback that can, do well in coverage. If you can force a lot of turnovers, by all means, they'll take you. By all means, you will be seen as somebody great. Because nowadays with the way the passing game is and with the way the game panders to the offensive side, it's so tough to really stop, offenses with your cornerbacks and with your secondary. So it is what it is. Chiefs defense will suck next year. They won't have Matthew. I don't know if they're going to re-sign him or not. We'll see how that goes. Brady's receivers are costing him. Absolutely. But he's going to have to manage it just like he's always managed it. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. A tackle behind the line. I do not really know much about the Eagles play calling. I did not watch a lot of Eagles football this year. I watched some. Obviously, I watched them when they played against Washington. But I'm not exactly looking at this play calling from the Eagles right now and saying it's spectacular. I don't really like what I'm seeing from. It's a great tackle here, no question. But I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the play calling here. Ravens better sign Matthew. That is if they have the money to sign him, but I doubt it. Either way, I'm not worried about what the Ravens are doing right now. They're sitting at home. They can deal with that in the offseason. Andrews for you as a top 2 tight end? Absolutely. I don't see why he wouldn't be a top 2 tight end. 2nd and 15, Hurts. Got to step up here. Throws. Caught. Gets to Sanders. Out of bounds. 3rd down coming up here. Yeah, Andrews is definitely a top 2. I don't even have to talk about that. I hope the Niners sign Matthew. I mean, obviously, you're a Niners fan. You want your team. Listen, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of teams right now that could use Matthew on their defense. Matthew at this point, to every team that's trying to compete for a title, go there. Ravens have a super easy schedule next year. That's cool. What's up, Evil Gold? How you doing, man? My Falcons trying to trade Calvin Ridley. Yeah, we'll see who wants to take him. Good luck with that. Someone will take him, but I don't know for who. Andrews or Kelsey? That's a great question. Third down to 9 here. Hurts takes a snap. He's got time. He's going to step up. Oh, he's almost picked. Incomplete, though, but he was almost picked off here. Let's see. Andrews or Kelsey? Kelsey's got the bigger body of work. This year, Andrews was the better tight end because he literally did what Kelsey was doing before Patrick Mahomes, just having to carry whatever quarterback he was working with. So Andrews this year would be considered better than Kelsey, but overall, Kelsey's just better because Kelsey was doing that for multiple years. Let's not forget what Travis Kelsey has done. So I could put Kelsey at 1, and I'll be perfectly fine putting Mark Andrews at 2. But for this season, Andrews deserved that first-team All-Pro. Andrews matched this man's numbers, and he was doing that while having Tyler Huntley and Josh Johnson throw him the football for multiple games. So, yeah. So, Kittle, Andrews, and Kelsey, it's basically those 3 moving forward. It was those 3 last year. It's a 3-man race. The top 3 tight ends, Kittle, Andrew, Kelsey. We bring in guys like Waller because they also ball out, but I don't think he's at that point consistently yet. And as we saw, they weren't really using him yesterday. Best quarterback this year, I'd look towards either Brady or Rodgers. Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers would be considered the best quarterback this year, just based off of how they performed overall. Would you pay Lamar or sign Matthew? I'm paying Lamar. Considering the fact that we couldn't win a football game without Lamar this year, pay your starting quarterback. Let's not do that. So it's really between Rodgers or Brady. Honestly, it's between Rodgers or Brady based on how they've performed this year, which is why they're probably going to meet up in the NFC title game once again. Brady's been the best quarterback this year. You can say that for Brady, you can say that for Rodgers. You got an argument for both. So honestly, you can take either or. It honestly doesn't matter. Don't you love when this just I love when my camera just loves to just not focus in for no reason, several times throughout the stream. Brady owns Rodgers. I guess they haven't really faced off against each other much, so it's hard to say that one person specifically owns the other. If you haven't faced off against somebody that much, I couldn't really say that. Greg Roman play calling or John Harbaugh's clock management, both were terrible, and both are terrible. But hey, you know what? Greg Roman's play calling is at least productive, if there's anything. It's productive, but it's stagnant. It's not going to take you anywhere. Kittle is so good for the run. Yes, he is. You know who's also good for the run? Deebo Samuel. So I expect the Niners to be utilizing those 2 on their offense today. Just get the ball to Samuel. I don't care how you got to do it. Use him in the run game. Hell, make him the damn quarterback. Let him do everything. Just get the ball to Samuel, get the ball to Kittle, and they're going to be fine. Lamar was carrying the Ravens. Yeah, he was pretty much carrying that team. The only reason we've been competing for the playoffs is because Lamar was having to pull off all those crazy comebacks. Best running back would have been Derrick Henry if not for the injury. Jonathan Taylor's falsely holding his crown. Taylor never crowned himself as the king, and he never presented himself like that. Henry has definitely called himself King Henry, and everyone calls himself that. I don't remember Jonathan Taylor ever calling himself the king or saying he took the crown. This ain't like the NBA where, LeBron called himself the king, and, other people that try to take it, like Giannis when he beat the Lakers, what was it? Not last year, but the year before, when he beat them, he kind of hit a clutch shot and then did the whole crown thing. I've seen tons of stars do that when they go up against LeBron. Well, not tons, but a couple of stars have done that. Hey, Gronk, welcome to the game, big dog. Welcome to the game. So, Jonathan Taylor never claimed to be the king, and he never claimed to take the crown from Henry. Jonathan Taylor is just doing what he's supposed to do. So, I don't know what to tell you. Who's the best run-blocking tight end? That would be Nick Boyle. Unfortunately, we didn't get to... He clearly hasn't fully recovered from his injury. Brady again. See, no one else is helping, so Brady's going to Gronk now. He's looking around and saying, oh, no one else is doing anything? I'm going to Gronk. But, yeah, the answer is Nick Boyle once again. So he's just going to Gronk. 8-yard pickup here, 2nd down and 2 coming up. I'm so hyped for the 1,000-year Blood War arc. I am too. Can't wait for that to come out. We're in January now, and time's going by fast. Can't wait for it to come out. Oh, what a catch right there. Oh, my goodness. That was a hell of a catch. That was a hell of a catch there. So that's another first down picked up. Now inside the 30. But I can't wait for that 1,000-year bloodward arc. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait for it. Bleach. I mean, based on what we saw from the trailer, this Bleach is going to be fantastic. Woo! Keep in mind that Nick Bosa and Debo were both drafted in the same season. Yes, they were. Brady's got time. He's going to fire over the middle. He was looking for Gronk. Incomplete. N'Keal Harry was drafted before Debo and DK Metcalf. Yes, he was. And the Patriots have not done anything with him, and he has not really produced anything for them at the same time. So that hasn't really worked out for them either. Oh, that's a hold. That's a hold right there. That is a clear hold. That is a clear hold. 2nd and 10. Brady throws, fires, caught by Evans. He picks up the first down. So despite everything there and all the struggles they're going through, the Bucs still continue to move the football. Like everything's a problem, but the Bucs still continue to move the football no matter what. What's up? How this game going? What's up, Ruthless Monk? Game's going it's pretty much going the way I expected it to go. Bucs looking to take a commanding 14-0 lead here, and we'll see if they can get that. Forgot last night I said the Bills would score 45. Yes, they did. What's going on, Isaiah? How you doing, man? Brady taking a snap. Quick throw here. Oh, that was a dangerous one. Could have been picked if the defender was looking towards trying to get the ball. That could have been picked. But Evan does make the catch, and he picks up around 9. 2nd down coming up here. Look at this, bro. If he's a little bit quicker on that one, that's a pick. They're going to hand this off here. 2nd down, picking up the first down. It is now 1st and wait. There's a flag on the play. I think people overrate drops a little too much. I still say, the drop off a little too much. I still say he's a top 10 receiver, but I don't think he's the best receiver in the league or top 5 like most people think. I mean, that's true. That is true. Why does Brady love Antonio Brown so much? That's a question you have to ask Brady. I don't know the man personally. You're going to have to ask Brady that question. Why do you love AB so much? Go ask him that. I have no answer for that. Wow, 2 penalties on the defense. So it's going to be a first down either way, but damn. So 1st and goal here, 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. And the Bucs are knocking on the door to score once again. Like I said, I'm not surprised to see this. They're on the verge of making this a 14-0 game. First and goal here for the Bucs. Handing this ball off here. He's going to grind to get down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal here. What position do the Ravens need the most next season? Offensive line. That's as simple as that, offensive line. Get the O-line fixed and we can do something next year. 2nd and goal here for the Bucs. I am very tired. I am extremely tired. 2nd and goal here. Brady takes a snap, hands it off again. He's going to run in. Touchdown, Bucs. And they take they have to get the extra point, but they take a double-digit lead here, up by 2 possessions. Philly's got to do something at some point. Otherwise, this game's going to get out of hand. Like I said, I expect this. And another lineman is down for the Bucs. This is going to hurt them in the long run. I don't think this is going to be able to hurt them here today, but this could end up hurting them in the long run. Donovan Mitchell semi-asked for a trade. He did the Russell Wilson. I mean, after Rudy kind of low-key took a shot at him, I don't blame him because he was talking about, Devin Booker, plays hard offensively and defensively, whatever Rudy was saying. Basically, he kind of took somewhat of a shot Donovan Mitchell, who has been shown to not exactly play the hardest on defense and stuff like that. Who's your top 5 receivers? Devontae Adams is 1. Cooper Kupp is 2. DeAndre Hopkins is 3. Tyreek Hill is 4. And then I think at that point, for number 5, you have to choose between Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. In that case, I could take either or. So, yeah, Adams, Kupp, Hopkins, Tyreek, and then between Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Russell Wilson wants to explore his options for a trade. Yeah, I heard about that earlier today. He's trying to explore his options. I doubt New York would be the best place to go. If there's any time for Russell Wilson to go somewhere, New York is the place to go. Because at some point, I'm like, Sierra ain't liking being down in Seattle like that. Like, New York would be so much better for Sierra, it's not even funny. So, I think New York will definitely be a great option. Other than that, I don't know. I couldn't see him going to, some of these other teams in, like a team like Pittsburgh or a team like Cleveland. No. I don't think Sierra wants to live in Pittsburgh or Cleveland. New York may be the move. So, if the Jets aren't liking what they're seeing with Zach Wilson, I could see a potential situation where that happens. If the Giants don't like what they see, that could also be the case. But, we'll see. But, yeah, I don't see Cleveland. I don't see Pittsburgh. You need to put Debo and Jefferson. I definitely feel Debo is going to continue to be on the rise. But I'm not going to put him there just yet. Like I said, my number 5 is between Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. And Debo's on the rise. He's going to be top 10, no question. But I'm not going to put him in the top 5 as a receiver. Not putting him at the top 5, not right now. He's a Swiss Army knife, but I'm not going to put him top 5 just yet. I would still sit back and say I'm taking Devontae Adams. I would still take Cooper Kupp. I would still take DeAndre Hopkins. That's my main 3. I'm taking those 3. So I would still take them before I take anyone else. And then Tyreek Hill. We've literally seen Tyreek Hill be a cheat code in every single fashion. What they're doing with Debo Samuel is what the Chiefs have been doing with Tyreek Hill for years. So that's why I feel Debo's slowly going to get to that point. I want to see him to continue to do that. As long as he's consistently doing this, he'll be up there. He's top 10, no question. But I can't put him in the top 5 just yet. I'd probably put Jefferson more so in the 5 than I will with Jamar Chase. Because it is his first year. Though he has put record numbers. But Justin Jefferson did it last year. He's done it this year. He's shown he's at that pace. What's going on, George? How you doing, man? If I'm a hater because I didn't put Debo Samuel on my top 5. Sure. I guess that's how that works. Debo is carrying that Niners team, bro. Tyreek have Mahomes and Debo Garoppolo. You understand Tyreek Hill was doing this before Mahomes, right? Like, I know people like to sit back and just believe Mahomes was just a team that, like, it was just Mahomes carrying them, and Mahomes made Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, but that's not the case. Tyreek Hill was doing this before Mahomes was there. Travis Kelce was seen in competition with Rob Gronkowski for the best tight end before Mahomes got there. So they were doing this with Alex Smith. And people were still talking about that. Like, Tyreek Hill's been doing this before Patrick Mahomes. He's been doing this consistently. So, like, I'm not for the deal with people saying, well, Debo's doing. Yeah, Debo's definitely doing this with Garoppolo, no question. But what he's doing right now is basically what we saw Tyreek Hill do with Alex Smith for a couple years. Kelce was good way before Mahomes. Exactly. Like, Kelce legit was putting up for first-team All-Pro numbers with Alex Smith. Like, legit, we had to have those type of debates. Who's better, Gronk or Kelce? What happened to Ronald Jones? I believe he did get injured. Tyreek Hill and Kelce carrying Mahomes. You could definitely make that argument. I feel like it's a two-way street, okay? On one hand, those guys, some of the plays they're making definitely helps out Mahomes and they're carrying him. So yeah, again about Ronald Jones. If you ask again about Ronald Jones, yeah, he's out with injury. So that's just how it is. But with Kelsey and Hill, yeah, they're definitely helping out. But Mahomes elevates that team to be able to compete for a title. The only reason they're Super Bowl contending teams, and in some cases the favorites in some people's aspect, is because of Mahomes and being able to utilize that talent. I think Dan Sorensen's ruined Tyron's chance for resigning with us, and we're acting like we can't pay him. You know, if he doesn't resign, so be it. Bruh, Matthew, I'm not even gonna try with that. I'm not gonna try with that. Like we're not even about to go there. We're not gonna talk about him. We're not gonna do that today. I'm not about to go down that road. We're not about to go down that road. No, I'm not mentioning that dude's name. I'm not finna talk about that. We're not finna talk about that at all. Not going down that route. I'm gonna just leave it like that. 1st and 10 for the Eagles here. They gotta put some points up. They're going to run this football once again. They're a running team, so if they can't get the run game going, they're going to be in trouble. Is Josh Allen good without Diggs? Well, considering what he did yesterday, I would believe so. I mean, the first 2 touchdown passes he had was to Knox. It wasn't to Diggs. Hell, he threw one to, he had 2 to Knox. He had 1 to Emmanuel Sanders. Like, at this point, we got to stop thinking that Josh Allen isn't good without Stephon Diggs. I'm just asking for some of you people, is it just possible that, you know, the time they just got Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen just elevated his game to another level? Is it possible? I'm just saying. I believe so, because it's not like he's always throwing the damn ball to Diggs. Have you seen some of the throws he's been getting to Knox? Some of the throws he gets to Emmanuel Sanders? Like, he's got other weapons to utilize. Hell, some of the throws he gets to Beasley. Josh Allen is just a great quarterback, okay? He elevated his game last year. He's still showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the league. Like, we can't just be saying he's not good without Diggs. He's proving himself at this point. It's not like it's just always Diggs, always Diggs. All 36 to 37 touchdown passes he had this year wasn't because of Diggs. Yeah, he barely threw to him yesterday. Yeah, he was carving up the Patriot defense, throwing the football to freaking Knox and Emmanuel Sanders. Like, he wasn't throwing the football to, you know, Diggs. They had the huge 45-yard connection. That was beautiful. That was a hell of a throw right there by Josh Allen. But no, Josh Allen's a made man. He's proven himself. Got the team to the AFC title game last year. Might get them there again this year, but he's going to have to beat Mahomes next week in Kansas City. So we'll see how that goes. But, you know, honestly, that divisional round game could end up being a situation where people believe that's the matchup that could determine who's going to the Super Bowl. But, of course, the Titans are going to have to say something about that because they beat both those teams. So, either way, the Bills and the Chiefs are going to be competing for a chance to potentially take on the... Now, it depends. If the Titans screw up against the Bengals, this gets ruined. But if the Titans beat the Bengals, then it's fine. Either way, you can look at the Bills and say the Bills and the Chiefs are competing to see who's going to get a chance to rematch the Titans and make up for how they performed in the regular season. Then again, Bills almost beat the Titans. They competed. Chiefs just got massacred. 30% of the Packers' offense is designated for Adams. Does the Devontae Adams benefit more from LaForce? Yeah, well, no. You know what? I'm going to say, does he benefit from the scheme? Yeah, in some cases, because when you have a top receiver, you have to scheme to get him the ball. So he absolutely benefits, but at the same time, Devontae Adams is a top 2 receiver in the game. He's a top 2 receiver. Hell, I can even push it back a little and say he's a top 3, but he's easily a top 3 receiver. He was a top 3 receiver before Matt got there. He's a top 3 receiver now. Joe Burrow good on his own? Yeah. I mean, Jamar Chase is definitely helping out those numbers. No question, but Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. He's a great young quarterback, and he's going to continue to show his progress and continue to improve each year. 2nd and 8. Hurts throwing downfield. He misses everything. That just sails out of bounds. Need this Josh Allen down the stretch. Yeah, 5 touchdowns, destroying the Patriots. Let me tell you this right now. Bills Mafia, that was great that you beat up on the Patriots, but you do understand that you're going to need this next week against Kansas City because Kansas City is most likely going to win. Like George saying, unless they lose. George, enjoy tonight. That's all I'm going to say. Enjoy tonight. Did Mr. Triple-Double Man deserve his MVP? Yeah. I mean, he did. 3rd down and 8. Hurts immediately sees pressure and gets sacked. So did he deserve his MVP in 2017? Yeah, he made history. Usually when you get players that are having a historical season, they go on to win the MVP. He broke a record that had been broken in 50 years? So yeah, he deserved it in 2017. Davante Adams or Michael Thomas? I said this when Michael Thomas was balling. I'm going to say it once again. I'm taking Davante Adams over Michael Thomas. When Michael Thomas was doing his thing, I still said Davante Adams was a better receiver in my opinion. So, yeah, I didn't change my mind when I was seeing what this man Michael Thomas was doing, and I haven't changed my mind since. Though I can't wait to see Michael Thomas come back healthy and produce because we know he's a baller. And honestly, him being gone definitely hurt the Saints offense. That's not a question. We don't even have to doubt that. Brady back on the field again for yet another drive. His team's up 14-0 here in the first half.
So your message said you wanted to talk about insurance.
Davante Adams, yeah, he's twice the receiver slant boy is. Well, I mean, see, everyone tried to do this whole thing where Michael Thomas only runs slants, where in reality, most of his routes that he runs aren't just slants. It was just that when he was balling out that year, a lot of his big plays were coming on slants, but most of his routes aren't just from slants. It's not like he can't only just do one thing. No, he's versatile. It's just the most damage he was doing to teams was on the slants because he was catching those slants and he was taking it the distance. But it's not like he's just a slant guy. Brady firing, caught. Gets it to Evans, 1st down, picked up. Brady on the day, 12 of 16 for 103 yards. Who was the best duo? Randy Moss and Chris Carter, T.O. and Jerry Rice, or Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne? Harrison and Reggie Wayne. I'm probably... You know what? In terms of just pure talent, it's Randy Moss and T.O. Because when I look at oh wait, not Randy Moss, T.O. I mean, if we're going no. Actually, I'm gonna switch that. T.O. and Jerry Rice. I messed that up completely. T.O. and Jerry Rice, from a pure talent perspective, by far is the best duo. But they never really did much together. They did not have much time together, so it's hard. So you probably want to go to Harrison and Reggie Wayne because they had some time together. They had a good chunk of time together. And then Chris Carter and Randy Moss, they had their moments, but they didn't really accomplish much. The only thing I don't like about Michael Thomas is his attitude and his speed. Yeah, people don't like his attitude, especially because he comes after people on Twitter that talks back at him. 1st and 10, Brady fires, gets it to Miller, picks up around 9, 2nd down here. But I don't blame Michael Thomas for speaking his mind. He's free to speak his mind. At some point, you got to remember, these guys, these players here, they're human beings. They're people. If you're constantly trashing them, they're going to have some words to say about it, especially online. So I don't blame him for trying to defend himself. But at the same time, he be petty sometimes. But, hey, it's all good. He's human. 2nd down here, Brady's going to hand the ball off. Going to get some space, and they're going to pick up another 1st down. Moving the chains once again. The Eagles' defense has no answers right now. They continue to get sliced and diced. How long until this becomes a Q&A as well? I honestly don't know. Don't even know if I'm going to do a Q&A right now. I'd more so just focus on getting myself together. Because I got to prepare for this. If this gets out of hand, honestly, stream might end early. And I might just get myself prepared for the Niners and Cowboys. They continue to move the ball. Eagles have to respond in some fashion. Otherwise, this is just going to get bad. Slant's the easiest route to run. Yes, it is. But that does not mean that's the only thing he was running. We're going to lose, but we're not getting embarrassed. We still have our dignity. The one thing we didn't lose. I mean, I would hope you don't get blown out, but you did the first time you met up with them. Another catch here. 1st down, and now it is 1st and goal for the Bucs. This is just bad for the Eagles. At least put up somewhat of a fight. What is this defense doing? Brady's missing he's missing 2 main receivers here. Well, one was released. We know who that is. The other's injured, and then he's losing his number 1 back here. They have several guys missing and are relying on some backup receivers here, yet they're carving up this Eagles defense like it's nothing. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Another throw here. Oh my God, Evans had the touchdown right there. He couldn't hold on. Incomplete. 2nd and goal. Eagles lucky on that one. Michael Thomas has been MIA for the last 2 seasons. Yeah, he's been injured for the last 2 seasons. When is the last time you've seen that man play? If he's not healthy, he's not going to play. So, I mean, that's just how it is. They shut him down. That's just how it is. He's not healthy. Next season, he should. I would like to see Justin Jefferson go to the Bengals. He's not going to the Bengals. He seems pretty comfortable racking up his numbers in Minnesota. Also, I mean, me as a Ravens fan, I wouldn't want to see that. Me as an NFL fan, I'd prefer him to... I don't want him to go there because, like, that's going to take away the production from Jamar Chase. Because now... And again, I don't want it to be like, oh... Because, again, if you remember, I know where you're coming from, Rez, with the whole Justin Jefferson going there. Because if that happens, basically, it's going to be a reminiscent of, like... It'll be like T.O. and Ocho Cinco, but difference is both of them are in their prime and playing together. And you don't have Carson Palmer as your quarterback. Man, the Bengals have come a long way. I remember those Carson Palmer days. But, hey, you got Joe Burrow now. But, yeah, so that's the difference. It'll be basically like having T.O. and... I'm not saying that T.O., but... Oh, Brady on 3rd and goal gets sacked right there. So they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Finally, the Eagles step up and do something defensively. I'm not trying to say Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are T.O. and Ocho Cinco. I'm not trying to say that. But the dynamic duo would be similar to the dynamic duo we saw them put together back in the 2000s. It didn't result in much because Carson Palmer ended up getting his. By the way, thanks for that, Steelers. Completely destroying Carson Palmer's, what was his ankle in that playoff game? I'm sure Bengals fans remember that. Then again, I don't actually know any longtime Bengal fans. So, I don't think they... I don't know if there's any Bengal fans in the chat, but how many of y'all actually remember Carson Palmer being like your quarterback? Like, how many of y'all remember those Carson Palmer days? Because I do. Save your energy for the 49ers versus... Yeah, I'm going to do that. If this game gets out of hand, trust me, depending on how this quarter ends, you might not see me show up for the second half. I might take that moment to get some things settled, go figure some stuff out, and get myself prepared. Bucks have been good away uniforms. Oh, they have good away uniforms, but terrible home uniforms. I like their away uniforms, so I can agree with you in that case. SpongeBob and Patrick explain how a catch works. That's gonna be weird. Remember when Patterson swore on the Nickelodeon? Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Didn't he retire because the team was horrible? Carson Palmer retired because the team was horrible? Nah, he kind of just hung it up. He said he had nothing else left. Because, I mean, team wasn't terrible. But I'm pretty sure he just kind of just hung it up because he was done after that. He was like, I think he played, I don't know, what was it, 13 years? Because he wasn't drafted? Oh, I don't remember. But, yeah, he just hung it up because he said he was done. Julio Jones or Megatron? I'm taking Megatron. Megatron gets the slight edge for me over Julio. I wish my Titans could have done more with Randy Moss when we had him. You did little to nothing with that. But, it is what it is. People have been telling Eagles fans they haven't won against the team above 500 this season, and they actually thought they had a chance. I mean, they should have known they weren't going to win this game. Everybody and their mother knew they weren't going to win this game. They would have to pull off an upset. They're not expected to win this game. So if they were going to have a chance, they would have to go for broke. They had to be aggressive. They had to try and set a tone. So far, they've played conservatively. They haven't really tried to be aggressive. They're not really doing much here. They're kind of just sitting back and just slowly just withering away. Palmer does run a good quarterback camp. Yes, he does. Steelers did have dirty plays like Hines Ward hitting Keith Rivers. That is correct. I mean, you guys definitely have dirty plays. You've had dirty plays, you got dirty players. I mean, let's not pretend like Harrison is the cleanest guy. You know what Harrison is. Let's not even try it. So, yeah, I got dirty players. Are you going to stream Steelers Chiefs? It's going to be a slaughterhouse. I probably will, but I might put it in a similar format to how the Bills and Patriots game will. I'll assess how the game goes, and I'll determine what I want to do with that. Because you can't do, when it comes to some of these games, lucky for me, I'm not on the broadcast here. If I was with somebody else, I can make it work. Like if I'm like a co-host and we're doing the game together, we can do this for 3 hours just like commentating on the game. But since it's just me and I'm not gonna put myself or you guys through that, sitting here for 3 hours and trying to commentate on the game when we all know there's not much there wouldn't make sense. So instead I would switch it up and to do more of talking about something else or speaking about another topic, talking about football in general, not related to this game, do a Q&A. You know, I try to strip. I can't speak right now. I'm so tired. Oh, boy. I try to switch it up. I'm going to have to slow down here. The Texans were interviewing Hines Ward for head coach. He's not going to be the head coach for that team. I'm going to be here because I can't watch it with my family because I have COVID. Feel better. Do you hate Tom Brady? Nope. Do not hate Tom Brady. Do not hate Tom Brady at all. I love when Tom Brady loses because as a Ravens fan, he was a rival. So when he was with the Patriots, I like to see Brady lose. And I still have that. So I like to see Brady lose. But I don't hate him. I don't hate any player. It's so weird that people want to say, I hate this player and I hate that player. Why would you hate a certain player for a certain... I don't know. Try out for First Take. I don't want to go for First Take. I don't want to be on First Take. I don't want to deal with First Take. Also, I would never debate with Stephen A. Smith. That's not a debate. I'm not even going to try that. At the end of the day, no matter what anybody wants to say about Stephen A. Smith, the man's accomplished, and he's at that position for a reason. I don't always agree with everything Stephen A. Smith says, but that man can go, head to head with anybody in a debate and just talk. Now, of course, his points always aren't going to be the best, and nowadays he just likes to yell at people instead of making debates like he was doing back in the day. But no, I wouldn't want to debate Stephen A. Smith. That's not. If there's one person, I wouldn't want to debate him. Just in the media, I wouldn't want to debate him. It's just not something I would want to do. I wouldn't want to debate him, but I would definitely want to be in the room when they're having one of those Knicks takes. When they're talking about the New York Knicks, I wouldn't want to debate him. I would just want to be sitting there and be like, so, Stephen A., how about them Knicks? How you feeling about Julius Randle? How you feel about that? Really? Because he's got beef with T-Sizzle, but that doesn't mean I hate him. They got beef. It's just competitive. Why did ESPN fire Max? They didn't fire Max. Max has his own show. They just fired him off of First Take. First Take is not just ESPN. I know everyone looks at Stephen A. Smith and he's the face, and First Take's supposed to be the pillar, but there are other ESPN shows. Max has his own ESPN show. So, and it's like, what was it? Isn't it a 3 o'clock show? What is it called? This Just In? So, yeah, he has his own show. Just come after his hairline and you win. That's not enough to get Stephen A. Smith. He's been hearing hairline jokes for the last 25 years. That's not going to get him down. He's used to it by now. That man has accepted his hairline, and I respect it. You're going to hate Brady again when he throws 9 touchdowns against you and the Ravens. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to hate him for that. I'll just be like, damn it, Brady did it again. You can't keep losing to Brady. It's a competitive thing. I don't hate this man. I don't hate any player. I hate Le'Veon Bell because he tried to lie on Andy Reid's name just because he's terrible. I mean, you can probably dislike him, but you don't know Le'Veon Bell enough to say you hate a person. Hurts utilizing the read option, picking up the first down. How about you debate Tom Grossi? I would not win that. I would not win that. I respect Grossi as a commentator. He's one of the best football commentators here on YouTube. I would not win that debate. I would love to. But I'm not even going to joke. I would love to, but I know for a fact I'm not winning that debate. I know for a fact. It's just a respect thing. Respect thing. So you don't hate dirty players? I dislike dirty players, but I don't hate them. I don't know them as a person. I can't hate somebody if I don't know them as a person. I can dislike them as players, but I don't hate anybody. Like, you understand, dirty players does not mean they're dirty people. You can be a dirty player and be one of the kindest people off the field. It's just that you take your aggressions out on the field. So, I don't hate dirty players. But, yeah, Tom Grossi, I would love to debate Grossi. Oh, trust me, I would love to debate him about the Packers. I would love to debate him about a lot of things. But that would be a respect factor, man. That man's he right there, man. He's got it. He's been doing this for much longer than I've been doing this. And trust me, I wouldn't win that. I'm not talking about him. Now him, yeah. I'm not gonna say his name, but for Evil Goat, yeah, I hate him. I can definitely say okay. It's always tough. I hate what he did, and I hate who he presented himself as, and the actions he took, because he hurt a lot of people by doing what he did, which we're not gonna speak on that. So yeah, but that's a different situation than a dirty player. Dirty players aren't doing what this man did. I hate him, but more so I hate what he did. I hate the people who he hurt. I hate that he never showed any remorse, and I hate what he did because he took the easy way out. But to say I really hate him as a person, I don't know him as a person. So it's hard for me to say that. In order for me to hate somebody, I gotta know you as a person. I can hate your behavior. I can hate your action. I can hate what you've done. I don't have to forgive you for what you've done. I can hate the people you've hurt. But to say I hate you as a person, I don't know you as a person. You can't hate something that you don't know. I can hate the actions you take. I can hate some of the things you say and some of the things you do. I can hate how you present yourself to the public. But to say I hate you as a person, I don't know you as a person. George, you never heard about the tight end that... I'm not going to speak on it, George. Just research it because I'm not bringing his name up here. Now, OJ is a different situation. Again, I don't hate OJ Simpson. Oh, my God. That was almost picked once again. Remember when Lamar threw a million yards? Yeah, I remember that. Stephen A. Smith versus Grossi. I don't think Grossi would want to do that. Is Brady a dirty player? No. I wouldn't say so. He's not a dirty player, but damn does he manipulate the rules whenever he can. And we know it. Like, so he's a good guy off the field, but on the field he's a menace. Yeah, Son is a dirty player, but he's a good guy off the field. And no, I don't hate O.J. Simpson. I hate the whole situation that was surrounding him. And again, I'm not going to get onto whether or not he did he do it? Did he not do it? I'm not speaking on that. At the end of the day, we're going to leave that there. Hurts going down. He's just throwing the football at this point. Not even close. So I'm not going to speak on that situation, whether he did it or didn't do it. At the end of the day, you know, no matter what side you take, people will always say, if you took the side that he did do it, oh, you're an idiot. Clearly, he didn't do it. They framed it. He was acquitted, all this other stuff. If you said he didn't do it, you're an idiot. The evidence is there and all this other stuff. I just don't take sides with that. I don't even try to talk about these situations. Brady just knows the rules and uses them to his advantage. Not his fault that football is his passion. Football is everything to him. So like I said, I don't think Brady's a dirty player, but boy, does he know how to completely manipulate the rules, and that's just what he does. Football is his passion. Football is his life. It's more than his passion. It's his life. I don't know what he would be doing. How much you want to bet that Brady becomes a coach after he retires? I don't know about Brady coaching. Because I've never really seen qualities that say Brady wants to coach. Don't get me wrong. I think Brady can coach, but I don't think he wants to be around the NFL like that. He and Peyton are very similar in terms of their love for the game. But Brady just has a little bit more intensity and love for the game. Honestly, Peyton's body just couldn't hold up. If Peyton's body could hold up, he'd still be playing football today like Brady. They love the game. But Brady, as a coach, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because it doesn't seem like it's something he would want to do. I think, I've said this, after Brady retires, hit up Peyton. Y'all need to do a show. Do a show that's all about football. No, Brady as a coach wouldn't make sense. I mean, he wouldn't go as a college coach. Why would he leave the NFL to go be a college coach? Hell, even being a high school coach, I wouldn't see it. 4th down and 4, they went for it and picked up the first down. I see Brady being a commentator on these football games. He's going to be a commentator like Peyton. Him, Peyton, and Eli might start a show. I think Brady's going to be surrounded by football in every type of aspect outside of the field. He's not going to be a coach. I don't see him wanting to be a coach. Like I just don't see him wanting to be a coach. I don't. There's never been a moment where Brady has looked and said he's wanted to be a coach. Hell, with his documentaries coming out, it's clear he wants to go to television. So moving forward, I just think that passing it complete here, getting it off the hands of the receiver, Hurts was fighting. Pressure was coming from the right. He had to step up. He had to try and take off and barely was able to get that off. But yeah, I just don't see Brady becoming a coach. At no point in his career has he ever looked and showed any interest in wanting to become a coach. So I just don't see him being a coach or wanting to be a coach. I can, honestly, Brady's passions about football, I can see it, but I don't think he's going to do it. I can see Brady becoming a coach. It's still football, but honestly, Brady seems like the type of person that's going to go into commentary and just talking about footballs. He's going to do what Peyton's doing. It's as simple as that. When he leaves football, he's going to be doing what Wow. So this Bucs defense is just destroying them right now. Imagine if Brady and Skip start a show. He's not working with Skip Bayless. Brady's not he's not going to ever start a show with Skip Bayless. It's just not going to happen. The amount of love and obsession that Skip has for Brady, even in moments, Brady has talked about that not exactly, being something he likes or enjoys. He doesn't exactly feel comfortable with that. So, yeah, I couldn't see him doing that. I couldn't see him starting a show. If anything, if he's going to start a show, he's starting a show with Peyton Manning or Eli. Peyton or Eli, one of the two. Most likely Peyton more than Eli. So it's either going to be a show where it's just Peyton, Eli, and Brady together, or a show where it's just Brady and Peyton. But either way, he's going straight to television. And he's going to be doing commentary. You're going to see him commentate on some football games. Hell, maybe he might go back to New England and commentate for those football games. I don't know. But him going to coaching, Tom has never showed any interest in wanting to be a coach. He loves the game of football, don't get me wrong, and I could see him becoming a coach, but he's never showed any interest. Not to mention, Brady's not going anywhere anytime soon, so. Would Brady start calling NFL games? I can see him. I can see him doing commentary. I can see him making football shows with Peyton and Eli. 4th and 10 here. Hurts. Throws. It's almost picked off. So it don't matter here. Turnover on downs. This game is going nowhere fast. Oh, boy. If this gets to 24-0 before halftime, you guys might not see me come after halftime. What about Skip, Shannon, Brady, Peyton, Pat McAfee, and Stephen A. Smith start a show? That would not be that first of all, I don't think Stephen A. Smith's under contract with ESPN, so I don't think he can start a show with Skip and Shannon. Because, you have one from ESPN, the other's from FS1. I don't think you can do that whole situation. So I don't think that might breach their contracts. I don't know. Okay. Imagine LeBron and Tom Brady start a show. Be interesting, but there haven't been a lot of moments where we've seen LeBron and Tom interact that much. Not to mention, I don't know, LeBron would definitely be doing a lot of things. He could start a show, but I don't see those two starting a show together. Why did they throw the flag? Because he took his helmet off. Anytime after a play where a defender or anybody makes a play and they start running on the field and they take their helmet off, automatically a flag is thrown. Would Brady be play-by-play or color commentator? He could honestly do both. He could do both if he wanted to. He could really do both. The man knows the in and the outsides of the game, so he could do both if he wanted to. But again, I see Brady more so. I could see him commentating over some games, but that's not exactly what he would want to be doing 24/7. He's going to be doing what Peyton's doing and creating different types of football shows. Pat's not going to work for ESPN. McAfee's not working for ESPN. Not to mention, I don't think Pat McAfee's ever going to start with a show with any of these other guys. What he's been able to create on his YouTube channel, what he's been able to create for himself and for his squad, what they've been able to do as a unit, he's perfectly fine with that team. They have created something special, and it's completely changed how, sports shows are viewed nowadays. Because nowadays, why would you just want to watch them debate the same 3 topics on ESPN or FS1 where you can go to Pat McAfee and he's going to cover an array of topics? Doesn't Brady hate the Manning brothers, though, for making his life miserable? No. Why do you guys assume players just hate each other? Brady has never shown any hate. He has the utmost respect for Peyton Manning, and he's clearly shown he has respect for Eli. Eli beat him in 2 Super Bowls, and he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, too. He's got respect for those guys. Why do you think Brady's just got this hatred? Guys, this isn't like it's just some, what am I trying to say? Gladiator. This is not some sort of gladiator type situation where they just face off against each other on the battlefield, and because of that, they just hate each other. Brady doesn't hate Peyton. Peyton doesn't hate Brady. Eli doesn't hate Brady, and Brady does not hate Eli. There's never been any indication that they hate each other. They've talked to each other just fine. They're perfectly fine. Hell, freaking Peyton and Tom have gone golfing together. They don't hate each other. Y'all gotta stop assuming players hate each other off the field. It's just sports. At the end of the day, when they take the pads off, or in the basketball, when they take the jersey off, they're just normal people. They don't hate each other. It's not that serious. And no, the Manning brothers did not make his life miserable. He's got 7 rings. I'm sure he's fine with that. At the same time, he never forgot about those losses, but he's got 7 rings and is looking to get 8. He doesn't hate those guys. It's not hatred, it's banter. Exactly. It's just a rivalry thing. They were former rivals. They went up against each other and competed at the highest level. Second and 11 here, 3:30 left to go in this first half. I kid you not, if Brady and the Bucs score one more touchdown, this might be it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to stream for the second half. I might do part of the third quarter and call it. If it's 24-0, the game is over. I'm dead serious. So Eagles, this is important. If this goes to 24-0, it's over. What's going on, Simple? How you doing, man? Nice glass of water by me. That's good for you. Hope you stay hydrated. 3rd down and 7 here. 2:45 left to go in the first half. Brady takes a snap, looking towards his right. Oh, he got swarmed. Woo! Brady got swarmed on that one. He's good, though. He could have had 9. Thank you, Nick and Eli. Well, he could have had 10, technically. He has 7 right now. He could have had 10. But yeah, he could have easily had 10. At the same time, he could easily have less than 7. I mean, if the Seahawks don't do the dumbest play in NFL history, they probably win that championship. If the Falcons do not choke a 25-point lead, they probably win that one. So that's 2 rings you can take off. So we could play that type of game all day. He could have 10 rings. He could have 2 rings if you really want to try and play it. Because I could take off another 2 rings. Because if Vinatieri misses the kick, they don't win those games. So yeah, you can just do that. Funny enough, you can do that with every single, well, not every. You can do that with a good chunk. Any game that was close, any Super Bowl that was close, you can sit back and say, if this would have happened, then, that'd be the case. But if it's a blowout like Super Bowl 48, you cannot sit back and say, oh, well, if this would happen, or that. No. They beat the crap out of the Broncos. That Seahawks defense tortured the Broncos offense, and points were being put up left and right. 2:25 left to go. Eagles have to fight at this point. You've got to put points here. You got to score. You have to score. You're down 17. You got to do something. Oh, second half. Oy. Let me just, I see y'all leaning over here. Let me, push you a little forward. Ooh. They got to put Minshew in. They got to... what? I can't say they got to switch the play calling up because this is what they've been doing so far. The problem is they're trying to run the football, which is what they've been doing all season, and it's not working. So now that they can't run the football, they're struggling to throw right now. Jalen Hurts is just missing everybody. Like, he's just launching it down the field. Nice screen here to pick up the first. Oh, he's still on his feet. Oh, he's still on his feet down to the 30. There's a flag on the play. Please. Please don't say it's on the Eagles. Oh my God. Eagles are just, they're doing nothing right now. They are providing nothing. Holding.
Whitehead he was going to the ground.
That's holding? Oh my God. Brady shouldn't have won Super Bowl 36 because Tuck ruled. He shouldn't have won Super Bowl 38 because kick out of bounds. Obviously, we know Super Bowl 49 and 51. And he shouldn't have won Super Bowl 53 and Super Bowl 5 because he got carried by the defense. Well, if your defense does the job, they do their job, that shouldn't be held against you. I can get Super Bowl 49, I can give you that one. One bad play cost them. Super Bowl 51, I can give you that one as well. If the Falcons just play, if they're just competent and just play competent football down the stretch, they win. And then Super Bowl 36 and 38, the kicks, if those don't happen, the whole situation, I got you. But Super Bowl 53 and 55, just because a defense did their job should not mean it takes away from Brady doing what he needed to do. Especially in that Bucs one. Super Bowl 55, Brady showed up and threw 3 or 4 touchdowns. He threw a couple touchdowns and he was doing his job. But Super Bowl 53, that was a very ugly game. And at the end of the day, Brady came up clutch by hitting Gronk on that drive. So it is what it is. Brady on the Bucs in the wild card has played 2 teams that before the season should have not have made the playoffs. Yeah. But here's the difference. Washington almost beat him. And Washington put up the best fight of any NFC opponent the Bucs had to deal with in that playoff run. The Washington played better than what they got in the division round. They played better than the Saints. They played better than the Packers, in my opinion. And they certainly played better than the Chiefs. So Washington, despite them not having to really be there, or they shouldn't have been there because they only got that spot because the NFC East is weak and all this other stuff, despite them not really belonging there, they still almost beat them. So credit to them. Brady is paying the refs so much is in order. Oh, he's paying the refs so much in order to get that non-existent holding call. That man knows how to take advantage of the rules. So I'm not gonna fully say that it's just it's just him, paying off the refs. If anything, it'd be the franchise paying off the refs, not Tom Brady himself. He's not going to use his money to pay off the refs.
Your company can monitor threats across your clouds, address all those regulations, and still create all new experiences. Trustworthy AI-powered security. That's why so many businesses work with IBM.
Hi, boy, Eagles are just screwing themselves over. What is that? What else is new? Yes, he is. I'm very interested in seeing how the Packers are gonna perform. Them having the 1 seed, we don't get to see them this week, so I'm hopeful that the Packers will be able to perform well and move on to the NFC title game for a 3rd straight year. So it's 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They have to put up points on this drive. It's 4-down territory. Do or die, must score. You cannot go into half down 17. You think Derrick Henry's coming back? Absolutely. He's already been practicing. He's going to be back next week. So they're going to run a screen. Get it to Devontae Smith, and a flag is on the play. Oh, boy, here we go. Oh, my God. What's the call, refs? What's the call? Oh, pass interference on the offense? What? Show me the replay. What did Watkins do? Show me the replay. Show me it. Show me the replay. Okay, there's Watkins. There's Devontae at the top of the screen. Ah. First and 20 for the Eagles. All right, Hurts takes the snap. He's looking downfield. Incomplete. 2nd and 20. He was going for a big play right there. Hurts has not been able to connect on much of his passes today. I mean, well, much of his passes are 10 plus yards. Oh, the level of fatigue be hitting right now.
Trying to figure out where he's going to throw the football. You see that the one who's covering the inside receiver, he's able to come off of him and help make it play. 16 pass attempts for Hurts. 8 have gone the direction of Goddard. He has 3 catches. Hurts keeps, gets a block on the edge. Breaks 1 tackle and is knocked out at the 39.
Hurts. The only thing that's been effective so far has been the only thing that's been effective for them for the most part has been the read option for them.
Brings up 3rd down and 11. I mean, this run, it's a nice play. That at least they make it a somewhat reasonable 3rd down attempt.
All right, here we go. Minute 43 left. 3rd down and 11. Here we go. Hurts takes the snap. Looking. Firing deep. Go to man. Watkins finally getting a play going. Minute and a half left to go. They got to hurry. Well, they ain't really got to hurry. They're in good position. They're going to get points out of this. They're in field goal range. That is the best throw he's made today. Easily the best throw he's made today. 1st and 10 here. Hurts takes a snap. Looking towards his left. He's going to fire. It is caught. Smith picks up a couple yards. 2nd down here. Got a minute left to go in the first half here. Eagles marching. Have a chance to put up a touchdown and make this a manageable second half potentially. If they can get the touchdown here, they'll only be down by 10 heading into the 3rd quarter. They haven't been using Devontae that. Yeah, they haven't really been using Devontae that much. Hurts. Fire. Picked off! He rushed it. He didn't rush. He forced it. He forced it. He didn't have to force that. He didn't have to force that. He didn't have to force that. Pressure comes from the right. He's backpedaling, rolls to his left. He sees a receiver open. Took a bit too long. Devontae was open. You know what? That's just a hell of a defensive play. That's a hell of a defensive play because Devontae was wide open in the end zone. It's not. It's not that Hurts did not put it on him, but it's just the defense made a hell of a play. Defense made a hell of a play. That is all I can say. Defense made a hell of a play. Edwards raced to get that pick. Well, 43 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Brady knows what to do with the ball at this point. He knows what to do. He's going to put some points up if they can get a good look here. That's what, yep. Now, with that, they're actually going to let this clock run. Oh, wait, timeout. Timeout here taken. Second timeout for the Eagles. Second timeout here for the Bucs. So obviously, this really hurts the Eagles, man. The Eagles get the ball coming out of halftime. So if they were to score the touchdown here, they could have potentially headed into halftime with it being a 10-point deficit. Then they could come out of the half with the ball with a chance to make it a 3-point game. Brady, 19-24 for 156 passing yards. Here we go. Brady takes a snap. Throws it to Gronk. Not much there. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Edwards faked him out. If you don't get the joke, Edwards had a fake Vex card. I got you. 3rd down and 2 with 31 seconds left. I mean, I don't really think Brady's looking to do anything with this drive. They're just trying to get into halftime. If they can get a big play downfield, by all means, Brady's going to try and go for it there. Here we go. Brady takes a snap. Good protection. Oh, pressure! And he's sacked! Wow. The Eagles' defense is starting to get to Brady. Eagles' defense is starting to get to Brady. If only the offense can put some points up. Woo! So 3 straight sacks on 3rd down here for the Eagles defense, helping by getting this offense off the field and getting their offense back on the field. So 27 seconds left, and the Eagles will have 1 timeout left. Can they at least get into field goal range? That will be the question. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's it. Take a knee. Take a knee and head into halftime. Take a knee and head into halftime. That's going to end the first half right here. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much been dominated the entire first half by the Bucs. Eagles have been trying to get something to go, but they just can't get anything going right now. Eagles getting their rhythm a little bit. They're starting to. They're starting to get into a rhythm, but unfortunately, it was ruined by the pick. I mean, are they trying to still get something here? At this point, just let it go. 15 seconds left. 1st and 10. And Hurts is trying to throw the football. Wow. All right, that's going to end it here. The Eagles are going to let the clock run, and we will head into halftime with the Bucs being up 17-0. We'll see what happens in the second half. Eagles get the ball, start the second half. Might be a little bit late to the second half stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Might be a little bit late, though. But, yeah, that's it for the first half here. I will see you guys potentially in the second half.